Hi Gemini. So to save time, I did shuffle the decks, but I went ahead and cut them and presented them to you by way of the first card off the top, and then I have the bottom of the deck energy. So I'm going to start with the first card off the top, and then we'll go into the bottom of the deck for just confirmation or tying in of the energy from beginning to end. So the Nine of Cups, just this card put me, I want you to see it up close. So this felt like, somebody who is in a festive occasion to where inviting friends over. It felt like something that was done that, seemed it was consistent, like maybe every Friday or every Saturday there's this get together with friends, coworkers, or family. Maybe every Sunday you do a dinner. This just meant that there's some comfortable energy with people around you, like your immediate circle. Like you never really had a reason to not trust anyone, or either if there was something that was really small, it was really insignificant to you that it wasn't worth ruining a friendship over. Now, I also felt that this reminded me of the Lord's Supper, but what sticks out for me is definitely the Judas energy of that whole movement, right? Like it's, the parable of just kind of not knowing who exactly is in your circle. Like they come across as very helpful or loving and, wanting to see the best for you, but at the same time, they have other intentions or plans. Now, I moved over to the Oracle deck, the Energy Oracle, and the card on the top was the Anxiety card in the reverse. So I'm like, okay, so this must be playing into, the fact that you are, I don't know if you have anxiety, if it's anything that, might be severe or you're suffering from. I feel like it's a buildup. It's God or spirit trying to alert you that there is someone in the camp or something that you need to pay attention to, like your spidey senses going off in regards to this Judas energy around you. Now, the hurtful part is it's really possibly somebody that you don't want to say this to. You don't want to let them know that they're no longer, invited or, welcomed in the group circle or your home, your living room, or whatever this is. And I was also feeling that they have been around you for a long time now. So the anxiety that's coming from that, the fact that the card is in reverse, that means either the anxiety has worsened or it's really getting to a point to where you're going to explode without, I want to say, but that's, not really the route to take. I mean, obviously, that but I feel like just the tie that you share with this person, it might come out that way. So forgiveness was the other card that came out, and that's with the angel answer card. It was on the card, on top of the deck that I flipped over. So then I'm like, okay, so forgiveness would have to do with like after the fact. But then once I got into the energy, it felt like, okay, this might have to do with you forgiving yourself for not blaming yourself for whatever led up to this response. I don't know if things are going to kind of just go off kilter, just get out of hand. I'm hoping that's not the case, Gemini. But with forgiveness, I wanted you to be able to not have to hang on to any possible residue that's going to keep you in a place of you feeling down or feeling bad about the situation. Or how could they do this to me? Because this is betrayal. And I said Judas, but I didn't really give, in case someone's not familiar with the Lord's Supper, that has to do with betrayal. So I guess finding out, or learning of this betrayal by someone you possibly didn't expect this from or never saw it coming is kind of leading you into where it is that you belong. And that's where this Princess of Swords card came in. This was bottom of the deck energy. So I feel like there's kind of this longing energy here. Definitely air energy, but a longing of way back when, or when things were simpler. But I felt like it had to do with like a romantic, intimate relationship that was shared with someone, not this Judas energy. I mean, it could be. And that energy could go either way. That could be your energy, Gemini, or someone you've been dealing with for some time. But the Princess of Swords gives me hope that, okay, so maybe there is a chance to revisit something of the past. So if the forgiveness ties into that, once you find out about the betrayal coming from this person that you've been with forever and trusted them all this time, the forgiveness would be leading to the recovery, which is the card at the bottom of the deck of the Angel Answers deck. Because that lets me know that there is going to be some sort of healing involved here. Now, the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, in the reverse was the bottom of the deck energy for the Energy Oracle. Now, this card has to do with, in the reverse, a lack of intimacy. Like that's what's missing out of a very important relationship. So if we're talking about, someone, going outside of the relationship, possibly bringing or bringing on a third party. It could have been multiple attempts of finding intimacy outside of the relationship you all shared, whether it was you or whether it was them. Somebody's learning of this betrayal, and it's not nice with anxiety reverse. But what I am here to let you know that there is a chance to get things off of the ground once the stuff hits the fan and scatters everywhere. It's going to be a time where you can clean that up. And that's also going to help aid in the recovery of this, which would have a lot to do with forgiveness here. So there's still hope, Gemini, for whatever this is or what was done or what you might be thinking is the most hurtful thing that you've ever experienced by way of someone betraying you. But there is life beyond that. All right, Gemini, that's what I have. Hope this helps.